Welcome back to CTV. It's time for your entertainment updates. I'm your host, Emma Iannacone. The latest installment of the Star Wars franchise releases later this month, so it's time to get your nerd on. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is a throwback to the original trilogy. The story takes place between Star Wars Episode 3 and 4 and will tell the tale of the creation of the Death Star. Once again, we see a strong female lead taking on the Empire with a diverse cast by her side. I'm sure you're all wondering how much time it will take to get prepared for this new installment of the series, and I've got you covered. I did the math, and to watch all the Star Wars movies, including the Clone Wars, it will take you 17 hours and 8 minutes, so you'd better get to it. What comes next? The story of tonight is that Hamilton Mixtape, based on the Broadway musical Hamilton, is being released tomorrow. Fans of the hip-hop musical have had to wait for it for months now, and while various songs from the album have been released in the past several weeks, fans have been left feeling helpless without the full mixtape, and hoping that they will be satisfied when they can finally listen to it in its entirety. When the cast recording of the show came out last September, it blew us all away and people were unable to say no to it. While the cast recording was mostly Broadway actors who you likely haven't heard of, the mixtape will feature a plethora of well-known artists, including Usher, Chance the Rapper, John Legend, Alicia Keys, Sia, and even Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon as King George III. It will be composed of various songs from the musical, with the new artists taking their own take on it. But it will also include new songs written just for the mixtape that are based on famous lines from the original. So over the next couple of weeks while you study like you need it to survive, if you feel overly stressed, take a break from the books to listen to this album, but do not throw away your shot at graduating. McDonald's Japan is releasing a new menu item, a 48-piece bucket of chicken nuggets. That's a lot of chicken McNuggets. However, they announced that they will still only include one packet of barbecue sauce for dipping. Speaking of fast food, Burger King brought back Cheesy Tots, and with it, the tater tot lover Napoleon Dynamite and his pal Pedro. If you don't remember the energetic duo, they're characters from a movie based out of a real town in my home state of Idaho. And yes, people really do talk like that in Idaho. So if you're a fan of Cheesy Tots, head over to BK and get some dinner. In local news, the Canyon Concert Ballet is presenting their 35th annual production of the Nutcracker Ballet at the Lincoln Center. The performance will be accompanied by the Fort Collins Symphony Orchestra to perform live. The production runs 3 nights, December 9th, 10th, and 11th, with matinee and 7 p.m. showings. Running time is 2 hours long with a 15-minute intermission. You can find tickets at lctix.com. After the break, we have 2 company dancers joining me in the studio to talk about the show.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Up here, there's something that makes the remarkable an inspirational thing.
Taking our work with this out of the lab and putting it into these all over the world.
Chasing tornadoes from the shadow of the Rockies.
A special sensitivity that revolutionized an industry.
All of this in a great Colorado town. It's an exciting place to live and learn!
Colorado State University. Inspiration happens on higher ground.
Welcome back to CTV. I'm joined with Canyon Concert Ballet dancers and CSU students Nicole Ferrari and Michaela Blumhart. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Yeah? Okay, well let's just jump right into it. How long have you guys been dancing at Canyon Concert Ballet?
I've been dancing there since I was 4, so for 16 years.
Oh wow, that's impressive. What about you?
Yeah, I have been dancing since I was 3, but I actually joined with Canyon Concert when I was 7, I believe, so.
And is it just ballet that you two do, or do you guys do other various dance, what are they called?
Genres.
Genres.
There we go. Excuse me. Dance genres.
We mainly just do ballet. That's what we train in. But sometimes we do performances where we do contemporary and other kinds of things like that. So
very nice.
Yeah, have a little bit of background with lyrical, jazz, some different things that we've kind of played around with, but mostly just ballet now.
Okay, so how long have you guys been performing in the Nutcracker?
You're allowed to start performing in the Nutcracker when you're 7. So I've been performing for 13 years.
Wow, what was the first role that you guys played when you were young?
I was a page my first time.
You were a page?
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I might have been an angel.
An angel?
Yeah.
So what are you guys playing now that you're adults?
This year I'm going to be a snow demi-soloist. We actually both are snow demi-soloists. I'm a flowers demi-soloist, and then we're both marzipan.
So what does that entail? So tell me about like what your character is about.
So for snow demi-soloists, for example, there's a corps of 12 girls, right? And so they're all dancing, and the demi-soloists are kind of like a little step above them, and they do some little soloist parts. And then we also have a snow king and queen, and they do some partnering roles. So that's just kind of, it's like a little snowstorm on stage, which is really cool to be in.
Right.
Really fast-paced.
Yeah. What has been your favorite role that you've performed in the past?
My favorite role was either Clara or the Sugar Plum Fairy. They were just like great opportunities and a lot of fun. So.
And Clara is the one that the story is based around, correct?
Yeah.
And you got to play her?
Yeah, when I was 14.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are bringing on a couple of returning guests who are performing. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we usually have guest artists from a professional company. We've had guest artists from Colorado Ballet in Denver before, and then this year we're having guest artists from Ballet West, which is in Utah. So we're having Catherine Lawrence and Adrian Fry come and perform with us as our Sugar Plum and Cavalier. So that's always a fun opportunity because they're professionals, so it's a fun kind of chance to work with them and see how they work.
Absolutely. So you guys also perform with the Fort Collins Orchestra Symphony, correct? And you guys that's been going on since the beginning, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. Good for you guys. Is there anything else that you guys want to mention? I know that it comes out December 9th, 10th, and 11th, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about?
I think it's a performance that's got something for everybody. I think everyone could enjoy it, so we'd love it if you came and saw it.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, well, that's all the time we have for tonight. I'd like to thank Nicole and Michaela for coming on to our last show of the semester. CTV will be back next year to bring you the latest in RAM news. Have a good night.